Hello and welcome back to Clangen featuring Redwood Clan. Last episode we had a couple of things of note, including that Lion Paw right here. I believe she's part of a new prophecy, which I thought was interesting, considering the storyline I've got going here with these cats. We've also, well actually, right here it looks like she's talking to Ice Glide, who I don't think she's very fond of. I don't think she's very fond of Ice Glide at the moment. We have Fog Rise, who became a warrior. Last episode, started off as an apprentice, became a warrior, and then happened to get injured on her first patrol. I think she has a broken bone or something, I'm not sure. We also have our leader, King Strike, with his sister, Princess Sandbreeze, and it looks like they're talking over here. And then lastly, we have Fawn Kit, who was actually already checking out the apprentices then, because right now I'm gonna time skip the moon and then she'll become an apprentice because she's 5 moons old right now. We also have Dusong over here, who I took notes that she was trying to impress King Acorn Strike last episode, which I thought that was interesting because I envisioned her as more of a distant cat. Even though she was wise, she was new to the clan and didn't know anyone really, but she's been trying to impress King Acorn Strike and actually has the most like and comfort for him, I'm pretty sure, last time I checked. But the thing I have written down for Linepaw's prophecy belief is that one of her skills is that she's a careful listener, so I interpreted that as her picking up on little details that other clan cats might not notice among each other, including the fact that she knows that Acorn Strike is hiding a secret, and that's why he's been so gloomy these past couple of moons. So for Linepaw, I wrote that she, with her adventurous nature, believes that it's up to her to help the king because she's the most she's confident in her ability to do that. So like, as a young cat, she wants to go on this heroic journey to help the king. That's what I interpreted it as. So there's no actual prophecy that I've written up for StarClan, it's just that little Linepaw thinks she's up for this important adventure. For Dusong, I wrote that the reason she wants to get closer to King Acorn Strike is a combination of her wanting to prove her worth to this clan, but also her using her wise quality to get closer to King Acorn Strike. That way, they can become good friends and he can tell her what's wrong, and then they can work on keeping the clan more organized. So on that note, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to the next moon. Princess Sandbreeze was caught sharing prey with a kitty pet who was chased off by a patrol. Okay, I'm not sure how this clan would stand on sharing prey with cats outside the clan. Well, not just sharing prey, but interacting with kitty pets. I'll have to see what Sandbreeze was thinking about that. Jasperfin has a stomachache. Fawn Kit, now Fawn Paw, touches noses with their mentor Princess Sandbreeze. They're bouncing around with euphoria as if the still kit. That's adorable. Linepaw wasn't looking where they were going and tripped over a trunk. So, unlike Fog Rise, she's not graceful on her feet. I will definitely have to see what this kitty pet business is about. I wonder if her trait, I can't remember what her trait was, but I wonder if this, well, there's no way the kitty pet was hungry, but maybe she just was caught in like a moment of compassion trying to help out another cat. So we'll go in relationships. Fogrise thinks Linepaw is very helpful. That's good, they're getting along. Thinks Jasperfern is very helpful. Jasperfern covered for Linepaw something minor. I actually think that Linepaw and Jasperfern weren't getting along that well last time. So hopefully this will like kickstart their relationship into being more on friendly terms. Cause Linepaw doesn't seem like the kind of cat who should be so uncomfortable and disliking everyone. Jasperfern saw Linepaw being considerate. Okay, that's being nice. Fawnpaw thinks Linepaw was nice to them today. So it would be Fawnpaw's first moon as an apprentice. And she's already getting along with Linepaw. Linepaw lifts her chin up while passing by Fogrise. They're still good terms too. Fogrise is still young, but now a warrior. King Acornstrike finds the way Princess Sandbreeze acts increasingly uncomfortable. So I guess he didn't like that she was feeding that kitty pet. Why wouldn't he like it? Okay, I'm gonna have to look more into that. I'm trying to think if there's like a little bit of a sibling rivalry going on, since everyone is relying on Prince Sandbreeze for organization and authority since King Acornstrike isn't giving it to them. So maybe he's like annoyed by that. Ice Glide surprises Sandbreeze with something nice. Okay, that's her mom, so she's being nice to her kid. Ice Glide is complaining that Healer Dusong never does anything helpful, which I think, you know, in the last episode I addressed that Dusong is not from this clan. She came in to help after this clan lost their healer, so I don't know what you're complaining about. I guess Ice Glide would just rather have no medicine cat. I guess that's how it is. Healer Dusong offers to groom a hard-to-reach place for King Acornstrike, who thanks him earnestly. So, yeah, it looks like Dusong really is trying to be nice with King Acornstrike. Like, I'm not trying to interpret that as anything romantic yet. I just think she's trying to give him a source of comfort. That way he can get out of his negative headspace and get the clan back on their feet. Let's see. King Acornstrike is feeling content. So I guess whatever was going on with Princess Sandbreeze's sister was overridden by his time with Dusong. Like, that was making him feel happy. So yeah, he is the most comfort with her. He has the most comfort with his medicine cat. Not as much platonic like as Jasperfern or Linepaw, but it does look like he is the most comfortable with her. Princess Sandbreeze is wishing Fawnkit would play more quietly. It's a little sad. Does she not like Fawnpaw? Well, she does. She does like Fawnpaw. She has the most comfort and platonic like with her. So I guess she's just feeling a little annoyed with everything that's going on, and just even the slightest noise annoys her. She's proud of Healer Dusong is proud of their ability to care for our clanmates. So I guess Dusong really is doing a good job. I mean, we haven't had anything terrible happen, but it's only like the first 4 moons. So it looks like Acornstrike, Dusong has a lot of platonic love for King Acornstrike, which is I think the first instance we've seen of like platonic like going to platonic love. So I guess Dusong does consider Acornstrike as like her friend, and she has a lot of comfort with him, but Acornstrike doesn't have that same platonic love for her. So he's comfortable, but like doesn't quite consider her friends. Like, I'm interpreting that as. Ice Glide is mediating a couple's relationship. And again, I'm just gonna say that I like watching the relationships go naturally, so I'm not gonna play with this menu. But relationships that she had. She doesn't like Acornstrike at all, really. She doesn't like her own son, which I think that's a little funny. But she also doesn't like Dusong. She has more respect and comfort and stuff, and a little bit of platonic like, but a little bit of dislike. Which I'm wondering why. Maybe she regrets leaving the clan to Acornstrike's paws, I'm not sure. Jasperfern wonders how King Acornstrike is doing. You're sick. Why is that? You have a stomach ache, okay. Okay. Maybe I'll send Acornstrike on a patrol with Jasperfern because he's wondering how he's doing. Fargrise is hoping King Acornstrike notices their improvement. You still have your broken bone. Okay, nothing unusual here other than a little bit of dislike, but I'm willing to overlook that. Linepaw wonders if StarClan has given Healer Dusong any prophecies lately, which is interesting that Linepaw is thinking that because again, she was thinking she was part of a prophecy. Maybe she would pester Dusong about that, maybe wondering if StarClan is also believing she's part of this big adventure to save the clan that she's made up in her head. It isn't actually a StarClan prophecy, she just wants to feel important. She does not like Ice Glide, I gotta remember that. Because it looked like she was talking with her before the time skip in the clearing. Maybe they were arguing. Fawnpaw is saving the softest bedding for their own nest, and you've got the wise quality now. You're so cute. It's weird how pink she is, but she's wise. But now, since we have Fonpa as an apprentice, we can send her on patrols, and since she's kind of functioning as the main character right now. You are mentor Sandbreeze. Okay, so we'll send you with Sandbreeze to chat a little bit, figure out what's happening. Let me check on our Dark Forest cat. Jade Smoke is digging their claws into the mud, okay. So you're just chilling here in the Dark Forest, I guess. So time for patrols. I think since King Acorn Strike is feeling positive about today, I'm gonna send them with Jasper Fern and say that King Acorn Strike is in the mood for company on a patrol. Because I'm trying to keep him like alone on his patrols to fit his gloomy quality. So send him on a random patrol. Your patrol catches the cinnamon fox, but is it red or gray? Tracking it, they find a stocky gray fox feeding on a deer fawn carcass. A gray fox is unlikely to have killed a fawn this size. Okay, where do they hunt that? I think they would try to, because I'm going by their skills and traits, and one of them has... Jasper Fern has his hunting trait. I think he would go for it. Your patrol fails to drive away the fox, which keeps possession of the food. However, there were no injuries. Okay, that's good. I would have hoped none of them died. But I'll send Fonpa with Sandbreeze on their first patrol. They're both really pretty. They both have like a pink tint. Should I send you on a training patrol? I guess so. Sandbreeze suggests this might be a good chance to practice new hunting techniques with Fonpa. Both cats have a nice practice session with Fonpa soaking up all Princess Sandbreeze's best tips and tricks. So now we have Fonpa off on the right foot with getting to know the other cats in the clan properly. I'm gonna send Lionpaw with Dewsong since she was wondering about the prophecies that Dewsong may or may not have heard of. As the Medicine Cats patrol pads out into Redwood Clan territory, Lionpaw tells healer Dewsong about the dream they had last night and what the Star Clan vision could mean for Redwood Clan. So actually, I think Lionpaw is telling Dewsong that she feels she has this duty to help out the clan. Yeah, to help out the clan and help Dewsong with whatever King Acorn Strike is harboring. You see patrol. They have a good idea of what they should do with the information. Okay, so Dewsong likes Lionpaw's idea of uncovering whatever Acorn Strike is hiding. So I think they're actually gonna team up now and find out what Acorn Strike is hiding. Do they have any positive like for each other? Not that much. But it's not terrible. It could be worse. So then that's all the patrols. I'll go ahead and time skip the next moon. Jasper Friend's stomach is live. Lionpaw's bruises are gone. Redwood Clan welcomes the Lion Dust as a new warrior, honoring their energy. I'm gonna change that suffix to actually honor the energy quality. Lion Dust wasn't looking where they were going and tripped over a small truck, spraining their paw. Now, that's kind of funny because you just healed from your bruises. Now you have a sprained paw. So, our newest warriors, it looks like, are both injured. So that sucks. Icefly travels to Nettle Clan to resolve some recent herb gathering disputes. So yeah, that's what I wanted Icefly to be a mediator for. That way we can get to know the other clans. Okay, that's our warrior. I'm gonna rename Lionpaw to Lion Pounce because she was honored for her energy. And I imagine she's one of those cats who's always jumping around the place, pouncing on stuff. She's not getting her chores done because she's too busy climbing trees, which I don't know how she's doing that because she has a sprained paw. But I like to imagine that she's doing all that despite only having 3 legs to work with. So over on relationships, Frog Eyes challenged Icefly to spar with them. You have a broken bone. I don't know how you're doing that, but Icefly's like an elder, so maybe it's like the easiest spar for both of them. I don't know. Sandbreeze apologized to Dusong for something or other. Sandbreeze thought Dusong was lying about something, wasn't she? Like last episode I just remembered. So maybe she's apologizing to her for that. Maybe, you know, Sandbreeze wasn't happy about Dusong trying to impress her brother and everything, but now she understands what Dusong is doing it for. That's what I'm gonna say. Jasper's friend finds the way Ice Clyde acts increasingly uncomfortable. Why is that? Ice Clyde hasn't done anything, as far as I know. I haven't finished reading all the relationship logs. And Jasper's friend, you're supposed to be compassionate. Jasper's friend is sharing play with Vinepile. Okay, well, there's not much to work with there. They're just sharing prey. Vinepile sees that King Acorn Strike's piece of prey looks tastier and asks if they like to swap. They agree happily, saying they like that one better. That's funny. Vinepile is asking for prey from the king, and he's agreeing happily. Maybe their relationship's off to a good start. Lime Dust, Lime Pounce turn to Ice Clyde in a time of need, only for Ice Clyde to abandon them. That's messed up. Maybe Lime Pounce is trying to ask Ice Clyde, like, you know, you should, you know, help out your son. He's kind of being weird. But Ice Clyde's just not having it. I don't know. Maybe Lime Pounce is trying to get Ice Clyde to help her and Dusong to get the clan organized, but it's not working out. King Acorn Strike doesn't notice Ice Clyde leaving the camp. Okay, so Ice Clyde's being really weird. I can't understand what's happening with Ice Clyde. She's like avoiding all the problems, which fits in with her troublesome aspect. But I don't know if it's like in a normal troublesome way or if it's like a darker kind of way. Ice Clyde wants to spend more time with King Acorn Strike. Okay, forget everything I said then. Maybe she does want to help her son, I'm not sure. Dusong is really surprised that Ice Clyde's life isn't as easy as they thought it was. Healer, Dusong, Princess Sandbreeze, and Ice Clyde took a sunbath and had a little talk. Okay, I'll think about that. King Acorn Strike is eavesdropping on Vinepile? Is he up to what Vinepile? No, not Vinepile. Is he up to what Vinepile is doing? Like, he notices she's organizing something. So with this secret I had written with Acorn Strike, he really would not want it to come out. So I think he would try to stop Lime Pounce from doing anything. Princess Sandbreeze is hoping King Acorn Strike notices their improvement. I guess part of their sibling love. What's your relationship with him right now? Not much. I don't know, maybe she's trying to mend it. What's his? I forgot to check. Who do you have more platonic like for? He really does like Lime Pounce. Healer Dusong wishes they had an extra set of paws. Well, they don't have any kids in the clan that are gonna be apprentices soon, so she'll have to wait on that unless we find anyone. She still has that platonic love with Acorn Strike. Ice Clyde is looking for a pair to sabotage out of boredom. I guess Ice Clyde's just not feeling the sense of responsibility that she has. Does she still not like Acorn Strike? She has more platonic like now, and less dislike. Maybe she is trying to mend that relationship, but she still doesn't like Dusong. She has like a general respect and trust. Like maybe she acknowledges that Dusong is a good healer, but isn't too fond of her as a cat. Jasper's friend feels bad seeing the apprentices work to the bone. Fogrise is eavesdropping on Dusong. Oops, wrong menu. You don't have a lot of feelings on Doosan. I guess you're just listening to her. I mean, you're in the medicine, then maybe you just can't help it. And you're just bored. We saw lion pounds. Fonpa hopes Princess Sandbreeze won't assign them to the next patrol. Do you just not want to do your apprentice duties? You're gonna have to go on the patrol. Okay, so we don't have a lot of cats who can go on patrol right now. Just because we have some injured and an elder, so we only have a handful of cats that... So what is Fonpa gonna do? Who do I want to send on patrol with Fonpa? You don't have a lot of relationship stats with Jasper Fern or Ice Glide. Do I want them to get to know each other? I'll send Fonpa with Jasper Fern just because she's the only apprentice and he's like concerned about the apprentices right now. I know Sandbreeze is her mentor right now, but I like sending him on patrols with cats that they're thinking about. So I'm send them on a training patrol. While out training together, Fonpa starts an argument with Jasper Fern about the technique they're working on. Well, Jasper Fern won't be teaching Fonpa, not unless the less experienced cat comes back with a proper apology. That was some stars down perspectives Jasper Fern has ever seen it. Okay, so that didn't go well at all. Maybe I should have just sent Fonpa with her mentor. What are your stats now? Did that like make it really bad? You're still okay with Fonpa. Well, okay, it didn't make it down too bad, but looks like they're not... She doesn't like him as a teacher and he doesn't like her as a student. I don't know what Fonpa could have done because she's not like a troublesome cat. Okay, I'm going to send Sandbreeze with Doosan because Doosan wanted that extra set of paws. Even though I know Sandbreeze was wondering about Acorn Strike, but I'm gonna send them on an herb gathering patrol. It was one of the worst storms of the season and left Healer Doosan in an unavoidably grumpy mood. Herbs strewn about, praying, hiding. It would take forever to find anything. Princess Sandbreeze attempts to find a way to cheer up the healer. Princess Sandbreeze splashes water from a puddle at Healer Doosan. Doosan turns around and hisses that they don't have time for kid games. So Doosan was not feeling good today. I guess she's just stressed about all these newly turned warriors in her medicine den. And she's like, you know, she wanted that extra set of paws to actually help her get some herbs, get some stuff done around camp. She has Acorn Strike weighing on her mind and was not in the mood for games. I'm gonna send Acorn Strike alone right now. He tastes the air and perks up. There's a squirrel nearby. I'll say we'll go for it. The wind suddenly shifts and the squirrel jerks its head up in alarm. Acorn Strike thinks fast. So he had a successful patrol. I think he would have appreciated that time he had alone. It was like a nice way to clear his thoughts through everything he's going through. So I know that Doosan and Line Pounce were trying to like kind of ally just to help out King Acorn Strike. But I think Doosan would like, if she's still struggling the next moon with her healer duties, and if these two haven't healed yet, I feel like she would just be so frustrated with everything that's weighing on her mind right now that she wouldn't, you know, try to interact with Acorn Strike, or would just be going out alone so no one can get close to her. Like, she needs that alone time. But I also think it's kind of, I also like want to note, not like make it an official plot point or anything, but I want to note that it's weird how our two new warriors have injured themselves in really silly ways. And it kind of makes me wonder if, you know, with our Dark Forest cat, if he could be behind anything of that. Like trying to overthrow the clan or something. I don't know. I'll see. It depends on what happens in the following moons. If we'll have anything to go off of with that. But Fonta's just minding her own business. She's living the normal apprentice life. So hopefully she won't, like, go through whatever is going on with these two. I'm gonna go ahead and time skip a moon. Fonta's gotten green cough. Oh. I just said. I think it's like an apprentice curse or something. I just feel like with what I just said, this has gotta be like undeniable evidence of Jade Smoke being up to something. I don't understand how this could happen. I don't understand. Fogrise thinks Fonpa was nice to them today. Well, they're all chilling in I'm gonna just imagine this. They're all in the medicine den with Dusong, a stressed out Dusong, but still, they're chilling, they're the youngest warriors, and they're just talking, having fun, even though they're kind of suffering with their injured selves and her sickness. Hopefully that doesn't spread, actually. I'll hope that with everyone who's in the medicine den, that doesn't spread what Fampa has. Hope everything's going okay despite the weird circumstances. Okay, well, they're having a nice time in the medicine den today. But anyways, Princess Sandbreeze sees Jasperford stumble while hunting and thinks it's cute. I'll wait. So we have... But that's kind of funny, because she thought it was cute that he stumbled while hunting, but I imagine he does that a lot, because I did list him as a very clumsy warrior. So she probably just sees him stumble a bunch, like, you know, knock his toes on occasional rocks, and like, you know, have a bird peck at his head a couple of times. She just thinks that's funny. It's like a nice break from her princess responsibilities. Chester's friend saw Princess Sandbreeze the other day and did get a chance to meow hello. Does that mean he also reciprocates? He does. Okay, so we already have our first mutual crush in the clan. Part of me wants to imagine that these two happened at the same time. Sandbreeze saw Jasperford stumble, kind of laughed to herself a little bit, and then Jasperford heard, and he just casually said hello to her. Like, that's what I'm picturing. That he's just completely oblivious that she thought he was being adorable, and he was just like, oh, hey. Jasperford is sharpening their claws near Healer Dusong. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Bonpa wants to spend more time with Ice Glide. That's interesting. I can't send you on a patrol with Ice Glide, but... That's nice, you making friends. Limepounce playfully teases Fogrise for missing a catch. I'm gonna imagine that, you know, since they're both in the medicine den, that Fogrise is so bored that she's smacking her paws down on, like, leaves that are floating around the medicine den or bugs that are crawling by, and then even then Fogrise couldn't catch it while laying in her nest, like nest rest for her broken bone, and Limepounce is teasing her for that. King Acornstrike wants to spend more time with Princess Sandbreeze. I can send them a patrol for that. Okay, I'll do that. Ice Glide had a difficult conversation with Jasper, and they now have a deeper understanding of each other. Okay, that's good. Since we haven't seen too much with these two, I want to say that they're just having casual conversation. Like, it's pretty nice, no drama, no nothing. They're just having a nice conversation. Even though it was difficult, but it helped them get along. Dusong is wowed by how bravely Fampa fought the other day. Fampa? I don't know what you could have thought, Fonpa, but maybe Doosan was just trying to keep the apprentices happy and positive, considering that they're all, well, they're not all apprentices, but she's just trying to keep them happy. I want to see, did this improve their relationship with each other? They're still good friends. Okay, I was just wondering if Fog Rise and Lighthouse improved their anything like notable, but doesn't look like it. Anchor Shark is thinking about what to say at the gathering. Oh wait, King Anchor Strike is improving his relationship with Sandbreeze. So they're like, is she happy? She's not got the same mutual like. You know, with his wanting to get closer to her, he does see her as like comfort and leans on her. I don't know how to phrase it. But he's just happy with her, I guess. Sandbreeze thinks they're going crazy? Is it because April Strike wants to spend time with you? Maybe she thinks that she's making improvements? I'm not sure. We'll see what else the cast think of. Doo-sung is checking up on the warriors. She has 2 of them in her medicine den right now, so... Ice Cloud is eavesdropping on Fog Rise? Maybe Ice Cloud is checking up on Fog Rise. And that's what it means by eavesdropping, like sitting by the medicine den, maybe on a rock, just trying to chill, but also check in on the younger cats. Jasper's friend is helping the medicine cat organize herb stores. I guess that's where his compassionate quality comes in. You know, he sees that Doo-sung is stressed with all these injured cats over here. So he's trying to help her out as a friend. Fog Rise is eavesdropping on Line Pounds. You're in the same den? Fog Rise has a lot of comfort with Fawnpaw. I wonder if that, like, she sees her as a little sister? Or just feels bad that Fawnpaw's there. It's, you know, her second moon as an apprentice, and she's got green cough, which I can't remember what level of severity it is. Green cough? I don't remember the levels of white cough, yellow cough, green cough, what they are. So maybe she just feels bad that she's there and is trying to be a source of comfort for Fawnpaw. Line Pounds wants to speak to Ice Glide about something? Well, you don't like Ice Glide too much? I still don't know how to interpret Line Pounds looking like she was talking with Ice Glide at the beginning of this episode. I don't know how to interpret Line Pounds' feelings for Ice Glide, since they seem to be the most negative out of everyone in the clan. Let me check on... Jade Smoke watches Line Pounds with malice in their eyes. What was Line Pounds feeling again? Okay, so Line Pounds wants to speak to Ice God about something. I wonder if, since Jade Smoke is looking at Line Pounds' moon, if that means Line Pounds is having dreams or nightmares about the Dark Forest? And she's looking to Ice Glide because she doesn't know who this cat in her dreams is. And she's thinking maybe this is a cat from Redwood Clan, but from a while ago when maybe Ice Glide knows them. Maybe she wants to talk to her about that, because you know, Line Pounds doesn't like Ice Glide that much. But maybe when she feels like she really needs the help on something, she'll go to Ice Glide for her wisdom. Which, again, Ice Glide, I don't think she's very wise because she's troublesome, but... Let me see. I'm gonna send Acre Strike and Sandbreeze on a patrol together because they wanted to go, and I'll send them on a random patrol. Sandbreeze finds a wounded cat near the Thunder Path. Oh, okay, so Sandbreeze would definitely go ahead and help them because, you know, she's helped other cats before. She brought Fog Rise to the camp, and she brought Fawnpaw to the camp. As Princess Sandbreeze inspects the cat, they find that they are already hunting with their ancestors. The patrol takes a moment to say a prayer for the cat and bury them. Okay. I feel like, again, that would hit Sandbreeze kinda hard, because I feel like she's already adopted this personality, or this idea that, oh, I found 2 kids before already, maybe I can help this cat. So it would kind of like, maybe not affect her too bad, but she'd feel guilty that she couldn't help them. And Acorn Strike, I'm not sure what he would think, but I feel like he'd try to comfort her, because they're siblings. I feel like he would see that this would have upset her. Okay. I'm gonna send Dusung and Jasper friends together, because his thought bubble was he was helping the medicine cat organize the herb stores. But I also feel like she would ask him to come with her on a herb gathering patrol because of all the injured cats she has in her den. It was one of the worst storms this season. Okay, so it's that herb prompt again where Jasperford's gonna try and play fight with Dusong. Jasperford splashes water from the puddle onto Dusong's fur, and Dusong floats up like a bottle brush, turning around to quickly send the wave of water back to Jasperford. And Dusong looks much happier. So this patrol turned out a lot better than it did with Sandbreeze. So I'm wondering if it affected... Did it make them better friends? I feel like it did a little bit. Where is... Okay. Yeah, I think it improved their relationship a little bit more. It gave Dusong the break that she needed with all that stress she was going under. Did we... I forgot to say, I think Sandbreeze has this thinks they're going crazy prompt just because she's having her first crush with Jasperford, and she's like confused why she's falling for like this clumsy, goofy warrior. That's what I think she's thinking. I don't think I ever actually got to Fawnpaw's thought bubble, which I think is weird. I guess they just skipped right over her to see what Limepaw was thinking, but she's quietly humming to themselves. Which is kind of funny. Fawnpaw seems like the most out of the drama in the clan, even though she's supposed to be our main character. Which she can still be my favorite, but she's just humming to herself. She is just minding her own business, completely unbothered by whatever's going on in the clan. Which I think is funny. She's just at a moment of peace. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this episode off right here before I skip to the next moon. That way I can have all the logs saved. I'll leave Redwood Clan off right here, and then the next episode we'll see if these young warriors and our apprentice can heal from this weird curse that they got for some reason, or incidentally all these cats are ill, and we'll see what Limepounce and Dusong can come up with as they try to ally and help out the clan, and we'll see how this crush of Jasperford and Sandbreeze will turn out to be, if it can go anywhere, which I hope it will, because then that means we get kits.